everybody. I'm Kay Dee. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I am here as always to motivate and encourage you. It's important to be motivated. It's important to be encouraged. Yes? Today we are going to talk about what to do, how to stay motivated and encouraged when you are struggling financially, right? I'm not an expert in this area, but I will tell you some things that are helping me currently. But before I do, please remember to subscribe to this channel, please. All right. Also, I have a podcast, by the way. It's called Randomly Rants with Kay Dee. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Anchor. I'll put it in the notes. So, bills, can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Bills, like bills. A lot of people, like me, we have bills, yes? And there have been times where I've had pretty decent control over my bills and my monthly outgo and all that stuff, living according to my means. But there have been times when life happens, and you have to figure out how to manage your money. And money is a huge, huge stressor for a lot of people. So, like I said, I'm not a financial expert, but I will tell you certain things that I have done over the years and currently to help me in this area to get back on track. So, number one, admit you have a problem. As easy as that sounds, sometimes it's hard to admit to ourselves, and maybe if you have a partner or your family or whatever, that you do have an issue with debt and getting control of your debt. One really smart thing to do that I've done a couple times and recently is to talk to a financial counselor about what you need to do to get back on track. They're trained to help you. They're trained to look at the big picture, look at your credit score, try to, help you figure out what you need to do so that you can get back on track and give you a plan to do so. It's important. 2, you have to live within your means. Now, I know things pop up and sometimes you can't help it and you have to use that credit card for whatever that pops up that you weren't expecting, but definitely live within your means. And this is part of maybe what that financial counselor can help you with, is to create a monthly budget and live within that budget. Don't overspend on groceries. Figure out what you're going to spend on gasoline. Every month, your payments for your credit card bills or other debt, your rent. Don't eat your rent money. Find creative ways. Become a bargain shopper, and that's what I have done the majority of my adult life, is because number one, I had to, but also once I got in the habit of becoming a budget shopper, then it doesn't mean you have to sacrifice quality, but it may mean you have to go to a few different stores to get what you need. But if you're saving money and the stores aren't super far apart and you're not wasting gas getting to them, then definitely look for the sales. Shop at stores like Aldi. It helps. They have really great products, and over the years they've gotten nothing but better at what they offer and the quality of produce and food that they offer for such a cheap price. And it's really affordable. You could go to stores like Walmart or Target and buy the Walmart or Target brand. You can go to Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, that joke, Whole Foods, whole paycheck. I mean, Whole Foods has their own brand and it is cheaper. So if you get a few things there that are the Whole Foods brand, you might be able to save some money on if you eat certain organic items. But I wouldn't recommend spending your whole grocery paycheck at Whole Foods, because it will be gone and you won't have much to show for it. So definitely become a bargain shopper. If you're into couponing, do the couponing. If you are, watch for the sales. Buy the store brand or the generic brand of whatever you need. Shop at places like Aldi. And it helps, for clothing. You might have to humble yourself a little bit and get what you need and not everything you want. Save up for something that you want. Allocate a small amount each paycheck or each month or each couple months to get yourself something special until you can get your debt under control. It's really important. Don't be afraid to shop at thrift stores. You can always wash the clothes and wear them. You can still find, depending on the thrift stores you go to or consignment stores, you can find some nice things that are not super expensive. Also, shop the sale racks. Shop when they have a sale. Shop the sale racks. Sale racks are my favorite thing ever. Whenever I go to any store, I'm like, okay, cute, where's the sale rack? Because let's face it, if you're trying to save money, the sale rack is going to be helpful for you. So just living within your means, creating some sort of budget, not overspending. If you like to go out, say you used to like go out every weekend, you're like, you know, bottles and shots and whatever, and you have to calm that down. Plus it's COVID, so there's not a lot of that going on anyway. But you have to calm that down. You have to figure out, okay, I can't go out like I want to or like I used to until I get my debt under control and I work within my budget. And once you get the habit of working within your budget, then it's not so hard. Okay, I'm gonna give myself X amount of dollars for fun money. And when your fun money runs out, you're done. You have to wait until next paycheck or whenever you have decided that you're going to, you know, give yourself this small amount of money for entertainment purposes. What else? Yeah, I mean, just practical, everyday living. And if you don't know how to do this, maybe you have a good friend who's really, really good with their money. And even though it's humbling, maybe you can ask them for help. Because if you need help, you need help. If you need to chop up those credit cards, chop them up, hack them, shred them, get rid of them. If you don't want to get rid of all of your credit cards, just don't use them. Lock them away from yourself so that you do not use these cards. Do not use your credit cards or cut them up. Close the accounts. Also, if a lot of credit card companies have options where if you are going through some type of hardship, they have a hardship program where you have to call in, you have to ask for it, because they're not going to advertise it. But they have a hardship program, a lot of these companies, where you can pay a lesser amount. They may cut off access to you using your card during this program. It may be like maybe 6 months to a year, or it may be indefinitely until you pay your card off. But whatever it is, if it's gonna help you have lower payments, do it. Do it. Make the arrangements. And same thing with medical bills. You can make arrangements, call and make payment arrangements with your medical card, for your medical bills that are coming, because a lot of times, most of the time, people just don't have thousands of dollars laying around to pay whatever medical bills are coming in. So that's why you call, and most of the time, pardon my voice, you can make payment arrangements for a lower amount to pay each month on your medical bills. Now, there's also bankruptcy, which I don't know a lot about, so definitely talk to a financial counselor before you go the bankruptcy route. But if you need to, and you've talked to somebody and you've figured everything out and you think bankruptcy is the best option for you, and you know all of the consequences and details, etc., of filing for bankruptcy, then do what you have to do. Don't feel ashamed, but definitely get some expert advice before you do. Okay, so hopefully some of these suggestions helped, and I hope you're encouraged and motivated that you can do this, you can get through this, you can get to the other side of this, and that you're gonna make it through this whole financial thing. Okay, you've got this, you can do it. Thanks so much for watching, and until next week, much love, much peace.